You talk about Matt Rhule, and I'm sure there are a lot of other coaches that have been thinking what he's thinking, but he's the one saying it. Now, the other day when he was talking on the triple option podcast, he's specifically talking to Urban Meyer.
Right.
He says, if we're being completely honest, I'm at a point in my life where in my fourth job and after getting fired in the NFL, I kind of say what I feel nowadays, and I could care less. First of all, he meant I could not care less. But that aside, is there a coach or anyone in collegiate athletics that is more self-aware right now of their situation, their league situation, and college football situation than Matt Rhule? You had Big Ten media days last summer where he said the Big Ten coast to coast should get 4 in the playoff.
And he got crap for it.
He got crap for it. And what happened? Got 4 in the playoff.
Yep.
Had the national champion who didn't even play for the Big Ten title. They call off the spring game. And there's going to be a spring event, but call off the spring game. Why? Well, we don't want our players being home shopping networked out on the Big Ten network ahead of the transfer portal. And also you're dealing with roster limitations and where all those things are. He got crap for it. He got dinged from everyone nationally. Well, what does everyone else do? Texas cancels, USC cancels, all these other schools, they follow suit. What happens now a week ago? They call off the Tennessee game. The why? For the athletic director, it's financial.
Yep.
For the college football coach, it's why the hell would we play that game? He gets dinged for it.
Yep.
Not just nationally, but locally. I didn't like it because I like to see brands. But for him as a coach, like you said, his job is not to care about what the brand is that's coming in here. His job is to win friggin' football games. He got dinged for it. But guess what? He's right again. Every step of the way, Matt Rhule has been right. Incredibly self-aware.
I think you bring up a great point. I can't think of a coach who is more self-aware of everything that is going on in college football and given his current situation than Matt Rhule.
And vocal about it too. Not
absolutely
just saying it to his people in the room. He's saying it out loud.
And I don't know about you, Caleb. I appreciate that transparency. And again, this is where I go to the traditional thinker when it comes to not only college football, but especially Nebraska football, where it's so different because you're told to embrace all of the traditions that come with Nebraska football, from the sellout streak to the spring game to bringing in a marquee opponent every now and then. But you cannot be mad at Matt Rhule for this. And this is the reason why. All of these decisions are dictated because of where college football is right now, because we can't have it both ways where, hey, you know what? We want the spring game. We want to see those guys competing in everything. Okay, well, then what if 2 of your key players all of a sudden hit the transfer portal because someone liked what they saw in the spring game, and now you are less effective in having an opportunity to win football games? Wouldn't we, at the end of the day, for every Nebraska fan, whether you're an old school fan or you're new to it, wouldn't at the end of the day, you much prefer what is going to help this team win now? Then give me that. If you think spring game being canceled and just doing some type of spring event can help us, fine. If you think canceling Tennessee is going to help us and we get more wins and we have a better shot at getting to the college football playoff, fine. Just do what you can that is going to win football games now. And I know it may not seem like it, even coming off of a 7-win, a 6-win regular season, 7-win after the bowl game. But these decisions are being made because this is what you have to do in college football to maintain roster integrity, to be able to identify talent, to be able to find talent in other places and bring it in, that money, and being able to protect your players from the outside world of getting a good scouting report on them so they can make a run at them. All of these things, which are nothing we're used to seeing, is the current state of college football. I go back to what we said earlier, being comfortable, uncomfortable. Getting comfortable, being uncomfortable. You're going to have to just continue to do that. And I don't like to do this where, hey, fan, this is what you should think. I'm telling you exactly how you should think. But if you're against all this stuff that's happening, A, it's not going away anytime soon. And B, if I were to tell you these decisions are being made because this, in the long run, is going to help Nebraska win, these decisions are going to help Nebraska win compared to the old model, Wouldn't you accept that? I just feel like people need to be open-minded about the end game and the why collectively, because like you said, Kaleb, just listen. Lend Matt Rhule your ear, because he's telling you everything you need to know on why this is happening.
Since he first stepped foot in the Hawks Center and preached at his introductory press conference, he's been right. He's been right from day one, and now he's gone through. Obviously, he's updated his coaching staff. A few of those guys actually went and talked their introductory press conferences yesterday. We've got all of those at huskermax.com. There will be 3 more talking next week. We will have all of that coverage at huskermax.com, and then we will get into a pre-spring presser in just a couple of weeks with Matt Rhule. So keep an eye out for that coming as well.